Hello, friends. Welcome to Time Out with Noelle Janae, a podcast about Christianity and other life topics. I'm your host, Noelle, and thank you so much for timing out with me. Here's what you can expect from today's podcast. Growing up, all my teachers would put on my report card. Where I went to school, we would have those little Dairy Queen report cards, and they'd always be like, "She talks too much." What is up, guys? Welcome to my first podcast episode. Just some things about me. My name is Noelle Janae. I am a 19-year-old blogger and YouTuber, and now I'm a podcaster. I've been wanting to start a podcast for about 2 or 3 years now, and I'm finally being able to do it, and I'm just super excited about it. Here's just some things you can expect on the podcast, some topics, and how the episodes are going to be coming out. So episodes will be bi-weekly, and on the off weeks that the podcast is not being uploaded, you can head over to youtube.com/NoelleJanae and check out a new YouTube video that I will have put out. On my YouTube channel, I put out Christian content and lifestyle content. This past week, I put out a morning routine, vlog style, and a couple weeks ago I did a story time about my big chop and how that happened, so you should totally go check those out, like, comment, and subscribe. Some topics I'll be covering on here will be mythology, books, movies, being a college student, going to a Christian university, some story times from different parts and segments of my life growing up, other Christian topics, being a music major, and some funny, or at least I hope and think they're funny, rants. As I already said, I wanted to start this podcast about 2 or 3 years ago because I love podcasts. I could make a whole episode about different podcasts I recommend, and maybe I will do that in the future. I love listening to them when I am doing stuff around my house, cleaning and such. I wanted to make this one about 15 minutes long, just so it's not taking up a lot of your day, just so you can just time out of your day and relax and chill with me while I rant and talk about things I love and things I'm interested in. Growing up, all my teachers would put on my report card. Where I went to school, we would have those little Dairy Queen report cards, and they'd always be like, "She talks too much, always distracting the kids because she's talking." And I just have a really bubbly personality when you meet me, and so when I'm really passionate about something, I will just go on and on. And I wanted a safe place where I can just talk to you guys about some topics I'm interested in, so I'm not annoying my friends 24/7. I am a sophomore at Lee University. Woo, go Flames. I am a music education major. Music is basically the air I breathe, other than the breath that God gave me. I am a Christian. I am a worship leader. That's a calling God has placed upon my heart, to lead people into worship. I guess by society standards, I'm a micro-influencer. I consider myself a girl who loves Jesus and loves talking about different topics with people and bringing awareness to different subjects and stuff. I am a Afro-Caribbean American woman. My mom's side of the family is from the Caribbean. My mom was born on St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. And speaking of my mommy, she will be helping me co-host this show for a couple of episodes. We will talk about gardening and cooking and a couple of funny story times. She's a lot of fun. She is the music and administrative pastor at our church, Bellshire Ministries in Nashville, Tennessee. Our denomination is Church of God of Prophecy, and I love my church. They're great. I am an Enneagram 4-wing 3. I am a very chaotic 4-wing 3. I exude meme/crackhead energy, and if you don't know what crackhead energy is, ask a friend, ask somebody younger than you. Ask a millennial, or no, not even a millennial. Ask a Gen Z person, because they will definitely know what I'm talking about. I love memes. I love Vine. I'm a TikToker. I love TikTok. I love scrolling on TikTok at 2 a.m. when I should be sleeping. It is a bad habit. Don't judge me. I love reading. Some of the topics, as I said before, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite books, some books I want to read, some books I am reading. I'm going to talk about different artists I listen to. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite movies or movies I absolutely hated. Talk about some of my favorite TV shows and some TV shows that I could just not get into. I just love talking, honestly. I really just love talking. So I'm currently recording this in my bathroom. Well, it's not even my bathroom. I'm in my mom's bathroom. I'm sitting on the floor, and I honestly think the acoustics are good in here, I guess. If you hear air, you're correct. It's air. Air conditioning. It can be a little bit loud, so I'm sorry about that. But I like this. I like how intimate and small this bathroom is. It's very nice, and I like it, I guess. I'm a big nerd. I'm a big, what's it called? Oh my gosh. See, my mind blanks a lot. I have negative, brain cells, okay? All of my friends have my brain cells. My mom carries my brain cells. I'm a big pop culture nerd. I'm in a lot of fandoms, TV, movie, music fandoms. I'm always consuming content. I'm a big YouTube watcher. Maybe I already did a blog post about some of my favorite YouTubers, but maybe I can do a podcast episode and just rant to you guys about my favorite YouTubers. I just love consuming content. I am always sharing stuff on my Instagram story. I'm always doing something on Instagram. I'm always tweeting something, probably controversial. Well, not really controversial. Just I like tweeting. I like putting out mind-opening things that'll make you think, whether it's about a really stupid question or about I've been tweeting and putting out Instagram stories after Instagram stories lately about the Black Lives Matter movement, and kind of just telling my story, which maybe I'll do a podcast episode, giving my testimony and telling my story about how I face racism and discrimination. I think that's it for this part of the... Hey guys, welcome to this section of the podcast that I'm calling Songs of the BiWeek. Since this is a bi-weekly podcast, I wanted to give you guys some song recommendations that have either gotten me through the past couple of weeks, or I am expecting them to help me get through the next couple of weeks. The 2 songs of the BiWeek are Waymaker from Darlene Zschech, William McDowell, featuring the Sounds of Unity out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Lee Singers and the Evangelistic Singers, or EVS, out of Lee University. I am a part of EVS, and we had the incredible opportunity to record the video and the choir vocals for this song, and it has already impacted my life so much. When they were planning the dates for this project, they were not expecting what would be happening in the world right now. And it is just such a timely message, such a timely song, such a timely experience. And just reflecting back on it, I am just in awe of what God has done thus far with the project. And I pray that it impacts y'all. And the second song is Rain by Leland featuring Noel Robinson. This song has been my favorite song ever since I first heard it at the beginning of this year. Noel Robinson is a African American, well, he's actually Caribbean. He is based out of the UK. He is a worship leader, and he is signed to Integrity Music. and he is a longtime family friend of my mom's side of the family, and he is now a good friend of mine, and I love my Uncle Noel, and he originally did this song, but Leland brought him out, and they've kind of revamped it and added some parts to it, and it is a bop and a half. I highly recommend. So this has been your segment of Songs of the BiWeek, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye! Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you want to learn more about me, then go check out my blog at noellejanae.com and follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at TimeNoellePod, and DM me on there with things you guys want to hear about, because you guys are the most important part of this podcast, because you are listening to it and supporting it. And another way you can support it is, one, by subscribing to the podcast and suggesting your friends and family listen to it so they can listen to a 19-year-old girl rant about things she's passionate about and Jesus, who deserves a whole category on his own. And I'm open to talking about anything, so just DM me and we'll chat. Thank you guys so much for listening in today, and I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks with an episode about my love for mythology. Be blessed and highly flavored, friends. Bye!